Hey guys, it's Thomas from Sport and Spine. I'm going to show you 3 exercises you can do today when you're hitting the golf course. All of these exercises are designed to be easy, simple, things you can do on the course, and all you'll need is your golf club. Today I've got this dowel, but it'll make do because it's about the same size as a driver. So the first exercise we're going to practice is going to work on getting into your golf stance without rounding your back. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this dowel or golf club, we're going to put it right behind our head. We're going to work on touching the back of our head, our upper back, and our tailbone to the golf club. Now from there, I'm going to work on sinking my weight back and trying to keep all the 3 of those points in contact with the dowel. So as I sit back into my golf stance, I'm essentially making sure I keep my spine nice and straight, and the dowel is keeping me honest, because if I start to round my back, I'll probably lose either 1 or 2 points, or if I go through a lot of extension in my back, I'll lose my mid-back. Once you get to the bottom of your stance, what I want you to practice is pushing through your heels, squeezing your glutes, and lifting back up. So the whole sequence is basically going to be pretty simple. We're going to sit back, keep those 3 points of contact, work down into our hips, hold for about 5 seconds at the bottom, and then squeeze those glutes, drive through our heels, and lift back up to standing, okay? Practice this for about 8 repetitions probably with a true 5-second hold at the bottom, and that'll start to get the hips mobile and keep that spine in a good position for your golf swing. Okay, so for our second exercise, we're going to work on some movement through our upper back while we're in that golf stance that we just practiced. So I'm going to imagine I have those 3 points of contact through the dowel again. I'm going to sink my hips back and work down into my golf stance. If you can kind of see, this would probably be similar to my golf stance when I'm hitting with a driver or with an iron. From here, we're going to take one hand on either side of the club, and we're going to slowly rotate and hold to each side. I'm focusing on opening up through my upper back and rotating without letting my hips do too much movement here. When I get to this position, I'm going to hold for 3 seconds, and then I'm going to work back to the opposite side, open up, and hold for 3 seconds. Realistically, what I want to feel is my core working to rotate my torso side to side. And after we go through our first 10 repetitions with a 3-second hold, we're going to open this up with a little bit quicker movement. But again, we're focusing on not letting the hips twist too much and not letting the low back take the load. So realistically, what I'm feeling is my upper back and all those muscles around my rib cage working to just rotate my body side to side. Just to keep this golf specific, let's keep our head down so we're not looking up as we come through the ball. So this last exercise, we're going to work on getting your shoulders to open up and work on a little bit of postural work for your upper back. So what we're going to do from this position, hold onto that golf club about shoulder width, okay? From here, I'm going to squeeze my glutes, tuck my tailbone. Now, if you don't understand what that means, I'm basically trying to take the arch of my low back and neutralize that by squeezing my glutes and tucking that tailbone underneath. Okay, from there, I'm going to keep that glute engagement. I'm going to keep my core nice and tight. I'm going to drive my hands up as high as I can go. So I reach. What I'm looking for is, can I get overhead without letting the hips drop into that anterior tilted position? So I keep the hips underneath me, I drive the hands up overhead, and now from this position I open up through my shoulders, pull my shoulder blades down and back, and get a nice little stretch through my pecs. Bring the dowel back up overhead and in front. I'm going to reset, squeeze those glutes, tighten your core, lift through the chest, bring the dowel up overhead, squeeze those shoulder blades back and together, come back overhead and forward. Okay, so realistically you should feel your shoulders starting to warm up. You should feel that upper back working a little bit to get you into a good lifted postural position. And again, you want to make sure you maintain that good neutral spine in your low back so that your low back isn't getting into an excessively extended position. Try that for about 10 repetitions and then you're all ready to play golf.